Introduction. Do you want to live your best life? Many of us mistakenly believe that achieving greatness requires adding more to our lives, more success, more recognition, more things. But what if the path to a meaningful and fulfilling life isn't about accumulating more, but about removing what doesn't serve us? Stoicism, a powerful and timeless philosophy, offers a profound and transformative approach to living well. It teaches that true happiness and tranquility come not from external circumstances, but from cultivating inner peace and wisdom. Marcus Aurelius, one of Stoicism's most famous proponents, once said, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." This statement encapsulates the Stoic mindset. We are not controlled by the events around us, but by how we respond to them. Through Stoic philosophy, we learn that a fulfilling life isn't achieved by doing more, but by focusing on what truly matters and eliminating the things that distract, overwhelm, and weaken us. In this guide, we will explore 12 critical things you should quietly eliminate from your life. These aren't flashy or dramatic changes, but instead represent a subtle yet powerful shift towards living more intentionally. By removing negative habits, toxic relationships, and unproductive mindsets, you will create space for the things that truly align with your values and aspirations. The goal isn't to drastically overhaul your life in one fell swoop, but to steadily remove distractions and obstacles in a way that nurtures your growth, peace, and well-being. Let's begin this transformative journey. 1. Unnecessary goals. One of the greatest challenges many of us face is the pursuit of goals that don't truly align with who we are or what we value. We often set objectives based on external pressures, expectations from family, society, or even the media, rather than from our own internal desires. Stoicism teaches that we should pursue goals that bring us genuine fulfillment, not just those that look good on paper or sound impressive to others. Take a moment to reflect. Are your goals truly yours, or are they echoes of someone else's expectations? For instance, you may have decided to pursue a particular career path because it was what your parents wanted for you, only to realize that it drains your energy and doesn't bring you joy. Or perhaps you started a fitness regimen simply because you wanted to look a certain way, rather than focusing on how it could improve your health and well-being. As Marcus Aurelius wisely pointed out, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This suggests that by eliminating unnecessary goals, we make space for the ones that matter most, goals that bring us closer to our true selves. Letting go of pursuits that no longer serve us can be one of the most liberating acts of self-love. In the process, it's important to remember that personal growth doesn't need to be broadcast to the world. In fact, as Seneca once said, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Focusing on what truly matters, free from the distractions of external validation, is the essence of living a meaningful life. 2. Raising your voice in anger. We've all been there, times when our emotions surge and our voice rises in frustration or anger. Stoicism teaches us that our emotions, while natural, should never dominate us. It is essential to maintain control over our reactions, particularly when faced with conflict or adversity. The philosopher Heraclitus famously stated that to be even-minded is the greatest virtue. Instead of reacting impulsively, Stoicism encourages us to take a step back, breathe, and respond with clarity and composure. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings or pretending they don't exist. It means recognizing that how we choose to express those feelings is within our control. For example, consider a situation where you are unfairly criticized in a meeting. You could raise your voice in anger to defend yourself, but instead take a moment to pause. By remaining calm and speaking thoughtfully, you not only preserve your dignity, but also gain respect from those around you. This control over your emotions is a powerful tool, one that leads to deeper wisdom and stronger relationships. 3. Toxic relationships. A major source of stress and distraction in life comes from toxic relationships. Those that drain our energy, foster negativity, or pull us away from our personal goals and values. Whether it's a colleague who constantly undermines you, a friend who saps your emotional energy, or a partner who belittles your ambitions, these relationships can take a heavy toll on your mental and emotional well-being. The Stoics teach that we should not allow others to control our happiness. As Epictetus wisely noted, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. In the same way, a peaceful life is not one that involves many superficial relationships, but one in which we cultivate connections that bring us peace, support, and mutual growth. To quieten these toxic influences, you must have the courage to set boundaries and, when necessary, remove these individuals from your life. This doesn't require animosity or conflict, but rather a quiet commitment to preserving your own peace and well-being. By doing so, you open space for more meaningful and supportive relationships to flourish. 4. Negative self-talk. Our thoughts shape our reality. If we constantly criticize ourselves, doubt our abilities, or assume the worst will happen, we are creating an internal environment of stress, fear, and insecurity. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius advocated for a rigorous examination of one's thoughts, urging us to avoid unnecessary negativity. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, he said. Rather than allowing negative self-talk to dominate your inner dialogue, Stoicism encourages us to challenge these thoughts. When you think, "I'm not good enough," counter it with a reminder of your strengths and past successes. When you feel overwhelmed, remind yourself that you can handle challenges one step at a time. By eliminating harmful, defeatist thinking, you begin to create a mindset that supports growth, resilience, and calm. 5. Comparing yourself to others. One of the most toxic habits we can engage in is constantly comparing ourselves to others. In an age of social media and constant external validation, it's easy to fall into the trap of measuring our worth based on the success and appearances of others. This is a surefire way to diminish our own self-esteem and inner peace. Seneca reminded us that a wise man is content with what he has, while the fool chases what he lacks. Instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on your own growth and progress. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how small, and trust that your path is uniquely yours. 6. Procrastination. Procrastination is another silent enemy that can rob us of time and peace. Stoicism teaches us the importance of acting in the present moment, rather than putting off important tasks or decisions. As the philosopher Epictetus once said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Taking action, even if it's imperfect, is far better than waiting for the perfect moment that may never come. Break tasks down into manageable steps